Okay, this is going to be a quick function and safety check for the M&P 9 Shield Plus handgun. So anytime you reassemble a handgun or the magazine for a handgun, you want to do a couple of quick function and safety checks. So first we need to verify that this firearm is completely unloaded, nothing in the chamber, no magazine in the gun. So the Shield Plus manual does not have a function and safety check in it, so I'm just going to show you some of the things that I normally do after reassembling a firearm. First, we want to make sure the magazine catch works properly. So make sure you have an empty magazine, put a magazine in the gun, make sure you can't pull it out, and make sure it does drop out when you hit the magazine release. You can do that a couple of times. Do that with all your magazines if you have more than one. Next thing we want to do is always make sure the gun is empty before you pull the trigger. Okay, so make sure your gun is always pointed in a safe direction, even if you know the gun is unloaded. All right, so we want to check the safety on the trigger. So this trigger has this little safety button here. So the trigger will not fire unless this little safety is depressed. So you want to try and press the trigger without pressing that middle safety. Point the gun in a safe direction, kind of pinch the sides of the trigger. You should not be able to press the trigger back by pinching the sides. And then once again, point the gun in a safe direction and make sure the trigger does press when you press the trigger safety, and it should fire. Okay, next we're going to check the trigger reset. So again, verify the gun is empty and unloaded, point the gun in a safe direction, press the trigger and hold it to the rear. While you're holding it to the rear, rack the slide and then gently and slowly release the trigger till you hear the click. Let your trigger reset, and now you should be able to press the trigger again and you should hear the striker fall. Alright, that's the trigger reset test. Now the last thing that I like to do is to verify that the gun is going to extract and eject rounds properly. So the way to do that is get some snap caps or dummy rounds. These are just fake ammunition that are the exact size of 9mm rounds. I'll take about 5 of them. I'll load them into the magazine. This is also a great test to make sure your magazine feeds and works properly. Alright, once you have 5 or more dummy rounds loaded into the magazine, load it into the gun, rack the slide to load one of them into the chamber, and now we're just going to simulate firing the gun by racking the slide briskly. Each time I rack the slide, one dummy round, should be extracted and ejected from the gun, and then the next one loaded in. After I rack the slide 5 times, the magazine will be empty and the slide should lock back on its own. So make sure you do this briskly so you don't jam anything. And the slide locks back when the magazine is empty. Alright, so that worked very well. Alright, so that is the end of the safety and function test for the M&P 9 Shield Plus. If you found this video helpful, please hit like below. You can check out the description for links to some dummy rounds if you'd like to pick some of those up. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching.